peace be unto you. Shalom. It's a privilege, it's an honor to come live to you today with a word that I believe that it will work in someone's heart, and it has the ability to change the situation in your life. So just bear with me as we do the invitation to our brothers and sisters who are waiting. They are waiting to hear what the word of today is. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, it's indeed a privilege, it's an honor to be with you today. I'm looking forward for the move of the Holy Spirit as we get into the word of the Lord. So I'm just getting ready with our TikTok. Just a moment here. We just want to do the setup in here. So we're just setting it up on TikTok. So we're just trusting the Lord that everything will be well. Okay, I think we are ready. Let's just give it a try there. Hopefully everything will be well. Bless the Lord. Thank you very much. It is indeed a privilege and it is indeed an honor for me to come live to you today. I'm going to be on this subject that says reality speak for itself. This is what we're going to be dealing with here today, and I'm trusting the Lord that wherever you are, whatever situation that you may be facing today, this word may come as inspiration, and this word may come as encouragement, that you must never lose hope, knowing that reality, it's something that it will come to prove. And you don't have to, explain yourself to people. Sometimes, we have this thing, you want to explain yourself to people. You want to tell people that, I didn't do that, and I didn't mean that, I didn't did that, I didn't do that. And so many times we get hurt trying to convince people that we are innocent and all that. But I want to say today that the reality speaks for itself. There's no need for you to want to defend yourself or want to prove you're innocent. And sometimes even if you can try to want to prove you're innocent, you might not able to succeed in proving you're innocent. But one thing I know, that truth can never be buried forever. Reality speaks for itself. You must just be patient with reality. Alexis, thank you. Say good morning, bro. Yeah. Oh, South African time, it's around 12 minutes past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So thank you, Alexis. It's long that we have connected in YouTube. Thank you. He says, thank God, another day, another opportunity and blessing from Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is another day, another opportunity. We have to deal with what we have here today, and all that may frustrate us, leave it to the Lord. Don't frustrate yourself with the reality of life. You must be patient with life. God knows what He's doing. You can't advise God. He's perfect. He's all-knowing. He needs no advice from man. He's the creator. He's the master of the universe. Sometimes when things go wrong and we're thinking maybe He doesn't see it, maybe God does not understand our situation, and we try to want to make Him understand, to say it's bad in here. But God knows better than we know. And even though you may try to convince God that it's bad, it is not as bad as God sees it. Because God sees what we don't see. God understands us better than ourselves. God understands life better than ourselves. So please, I want you to understand that reality speaks for itself. It will come to pass. Whatsoever you have sacrificed and you have done, God is able to bring it to pass. And you don't have to be fighting and defending yourself. Alex says, I've been praying and reading the Bible verses. That's good, Alex says in YouTube. It says, today I had a lot of intrusive thoughts, but I'm trying to ignore them. That's life. And for you to know how strong you are, you gotta go through those difficult times where, you know, your mind is going insane because it's trying to find a way of peace. And but you mustn't really downgrade yourself and think maybe it's happening because you're too weak. No, it's happening because life, it's a war itself. You know, we are at war. One thing I love with reality is that nobody is gonna block reality. Reality will always speaks for itself. It will always come to the surface, like it or not. If something is real, nothing will make it unreal. Whether you believe it or not believe it, it will stay real. Reality does not depend upon us. Reality stands on its own. Whether you believe it or not, reality is reality. You see, the fact that God is not depending upon us believing in Him for Him to exist. God exists before we existed. God exists regardless of we believe Him or we don't believe Him. God exists regardless of our knowledge about God or not. Nothing changes with God. Reality is reality. Whether we lie, whether we speak the truth, we will not change reality. Reality takes time, but reality is real. It will come. Sacrifice, pray, trust God. Reality, it's on its way. It may seem like you are doing nothing, but the reality is you are doing something. And sometimes we are demotivated by the reality of the mind. Sometimes we have thoughts which create reality, but the real reality, it's not what we think. The real reality is God Himself, the Creator. God who knows our beginning and our ending. Don't live your life in fear. God is already there where you are going. You are not going to get first before God. Every day of our lives, wherever we arrive, God has been there. And that's the beauty of it. God is waiting for us. He's already there tomorrow. He's waiting for our arrival. Yeah, that's the confidence we have. AL says, remember me, brother. Yeah, definitely. How can I forget you? In YouTube, thank you. We're live in YouTube. We're live in TikTok. So reality will stay, will remain, regardless what happened in our lives. Remember, we die, others are born, but God stays the same. He never changes. He never lies. He is always God. So if we're living for who? We're living for God. If we're dying for who? We're dying for God. Because we did not make ourselves. We did not create ourselves. We didn't choose to be here. We didn't choose to be born. It's God's choice. So if we live for God. We die for God. Know that reality will not lie will not lie to you. Reality will always show up. They can lie, deceive, but reality will always come through. Oh, I'll say, where am I from? Let's see if you truly remember me. AR, I remember you, but I cannot remember where you're from. That's the truth. I cannot remember. That's why sometimes what I do is I write down so that I cannot forget the places. I write your name and I write down. Yes, that's what I do. I write down. And I have quite a number of people that I've written them down. So, yeah, you forgive me that I've forgotten, but yeah, I always write down. I think, let me just check in here. I might have you written down. This is what I do, because I know, yes, sometimes it's easy to forget. Okay, these ones are, let me just check, maybe I can, but I know that I want to give you an example. Which I believe that, yeah, like I've got Flashbang, USA, DS Justu, Philippines, Zizophinia, it was, it's Agot Ita, it's yeah. Then I have Salang Hayo. No, not Salang Hayo. I've got, let me see here, Maharashtra. Who's this? Samulagani, Afghanistan. Yeah, I do write down, so definitely I just miss it. But I love to. Yeah, infinity it is. Alex says infinity it is. Thank you very much, Alexis, for your interaction there. But yeah, I sometimes do write down so that I don't forget. But I do know my brothers and sisters is just to locate them where they places. But you know, like at ALO 0, I know you. It's just that I've got to jot it down, because definitely it might be that I've forgotten where you're from, but I've not forgotten you. So yeah, may the Lord bless you there. So today we're talking about reality speaks for itself. Reality speaks for itself. You don't have to defend what is real. It will always speak in the right time. And sometimes, you know, people may make you feel guilty of something you have never done. Sometimes people may make you feel lesser than human. But reality will always show up. There are things which we do in secret which nobody knows. You don't have to worry the sacrifice that you're making. The people don't understand. They don't know I'm sacrificing. They don't have to know. Reality, as long as reality knows, reality will speak for you. When you love and care, all the things that you do behind closed doors, they are not forgotten. They're not going away. They're investment of life. God will bless you for what you have done and what you continue to do behind closed doors. God is a God who operates behind closed doors. That's why the Bible says when you pray, close your door. Close your door and talk to the Creator. Close your door and speak to God. Why should you close your door to speak to God? Why should you go into your room and close your door? It's because God is a God who operates closed doors. He's a God who listens to us closed doors when nobody's listening to us. God is watching us when nobody is watching us. God is listening to the humble and the cries of his children when nobody's listening. That's why we should be confident with God. We must have confidence with God because he will never leave you nor forsake you. God will be with you until to the end of the world. So you have to trust God. Continue to do good, even if you are not trusted. Even if people don't seem like believing in you. They don't have to believe in you for you to be what God has called you to be. Reality speaks for itself. The time will come when reality will show the things that you have done and sacrificed, which you have sacrificed behind closed doors. I will tell you that behind closed doors, there are many things happening. So don't be discouraged when you see nothing happening while you are doing something behind closed doors. When nobody acknowledges the sacrifice that you are sacrificing. When nobody say thank you to you. When nobody comes and give you a hand on your shoulder. Let me tell you, reality knows. Reality is truth, it knows. And reality will speak for you. When nobody wanna speak for you, reality will speak for you. Because reality will never hide its truth. Reality will speak. It will show what's real. I'm reminded of Joseph in prison when he helped two people interpret their dream, and one was killed and one was saved. And when Joseph said, remember me when you go to the palace, the man who never remembered Joseph, but reality was always there. The reality that Joseph was an interpreter of dream never went away. The reality of who Joseph was never disappeared. The reality of who Joseph was never was. Though the man who was supposed to speak to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh about Joseph never spoke to Pharaoh because he was comfortable to be restored back to his position. You see, people can promise and never deliver. God says, I'm not a man who promise and never deliver. This man promised Joseph that when I get there, for sure, I'm gonna let Pharaoh know. But due to comfort and whatever was happening in the palace, he forgotten Joseph. An innocent man sitting in prison of a crime he has never committed, but reality never wrote him off. Reality never denied him. Though reality may take time, though reality may lead the process and let you be arrested and let you be enslaved, but reality wins at the end. There's no way that reality will stay away and never show itself. So the Bible says when Pharaoh had a dream, reality was coming up. And the man realized that he could no longer hide or no longer be silent about Joseph. He had to speak a word to Pharaoh. He had to tell Pharaoh the truth that there is a man in prison who interprets dreams. But he's saying this under pressure because reality is now striking. Reality is now coming to the surface. You can't stop reality. You can't stop truth. You can't stop honest. You can't stop goodness. You can't stop God. You can't stop truth. These are things that no matter what we do, no matter what we say, we cannot stop reality. You can't stop reality. You can lie, you can cheat, you can do whatsoever, but you can't stop reality. Reality's voice is very powerful. Reality's voice is more powerful than anything else. When reality speaks, everything is silent. When reality show up, liars disappear or liars are ashamed. So don't have to worry about reality. Continue to do good in your life. Continue to worship God. Continue to praise God. Continue to do good. Thank you, Mrs. Magoro. Thank you very much. In YouTube. We are live in YouTube. We are live in TikTok. Bless the Lord. So don't fear the trouble you are facing as long as you are real. As long as you sacrifice, as long as you live a holy life before the Lord. So look at what reality does. Reality pushes away this man who decided to be silent about Joseph. And now he cannot be silent anymore because Pharaoh is so furious. He wants to know. Pharaoh wants to know who can interpret the dream. And the man knows, and reality strikes him. He has to speak about this man called Joseph. He did not want to talk about Joseph, but reality said to him, in order to save your life and the life of others, you're going to talk about Joseph. You see, sometimes God will force people who don't want to talk good about you, who don't want to give you an opportunity, who does not want to open door for you. God will force those people. They will open door even if they don't want. They will speak for you, good about you, even if they hate it. That is reality. When reality show up, there's no stopping. God wants us to live our life by faith for God to intervene in our lives. The problem is we are double standard. You want to be in God, you want to be, in the world. At the same time, we want to benefit out of God. But I say here this afternoon that reality, you cannot do away with reality. Have you seen an enemy? It's amazing when an enemy opening a door for you, and you know very well this is somebody who would never in their life open a door for you. They are forced by reality. They are forced by God. God is reality. When God wants to do something, he does not negotiate with anybody. He's the creator. God will force your enemies to open a door for you. And you will ask yourself, but how? It's God. That's God. God will make the impossible to be possible. And you ask yourself, but how? That's God. God does the impossible. God is not doing things because they're doable. God is doing things when they are not doable. It's God. Reality speaks for itself. Needs no cover, needs no advocate, needs nothing. That is reality. It will always show up and always bring out the hidden secrets. So don't worry who fights you, don't worry who lie about you, don't worry who gossip. Reality always come forth. So sometimes we worry too much about what people are saying about us and what they're thinking about us. And we are so frustrated. I don't know what are they thinking. I don't know what will they think. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter what they think. Reality always show up. God knows the depth of your heart. God knows that what you have done, it's not what you wanted to do. No man knows, but God knows. That's why God is able to forgive us, because God understands our situation. People may not understand your situation. People can easily judge you on something that you're innocent. I am reminded of Job when the friends were saying the reason why he was facing the challenge that he was facing, it is because he sinned against God. But the reality is that Job did nothing. But because of the challenges that his friends saw, how could your children, all of them, die in one day? How could you lose everything in one day if you are right with God? Why would God allow evil to fight you and take everything away from you? There are things which people may not understand. And they force Job to say, you have done wrong. And this is what happened. People judge based on what they see. And it's not always what you see is correct. There are things happening behind closed doors that you don't know. There are things in our hearts that other people don't know. You know, people smile while they're hurting in the inside. And someone can say, look what a happy man you are. And find out that you're not really a happy man, but you just smiling. And there's a difference between you smiling and you being happy. You know, you may not want people to know that you are hurting in the inside. But God knows when you are hurting in the inside. God knows when you are smiling but hurting in the inside. God knows when you are praising but you are hurting in the inside. God knows that when you choose peace, when you are surrounded with enemies, God knows that you are choosing peace not because it's easy for you to choose peace. You are choosing peace because it's the right thing to do. And sometimes the right thing to do is painful. Sometimes the right thing to do, it's not easy. So, you don't have to feel bad by doing that which is right. And when you look at situation, you don't see any change and you see the situation getting worse. God knows the reality. He knows the condition of your heart. He knows the struggle you are facing. He knows what you are facing and how you are trying your best. People may not understand that you are struggling and you're trying. And somebody say, but you're not trying hard enough. But God knows that you're trying. And when you fall, God is not judging for you. He's not judging you on the fall. Get up and try again. Get up and try again. Random, say, do you believe in Jesus? Wake up 207 YouTube, say good morning. Good morning. Flexitizer, say praise the Lord. Random, say I believe in Allah. Okay, Mrs. Mawaro, say yes. Wake up. Blessing from USA. Thank you, USA. In YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. Be Inspired 50. It's 22 minutes to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A beautiful day. It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, yes. So reality knows. Reality knows. Stop condemning yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop becoming hard on yourself. You know what the devil does? He wants us to condemn ourselves. We are blessed. Fall, get up. Make a mistake, get up. Don't condemn yourself because you made a mistake. No. When you make a mistake, correct it and move on. You know, I have learned this. And I think it helps me. I've learned that I did not choose to be alive. I did not choose to be born. I never said to God, I want to be born. I never said I want to be on this world. I never said that. But God chose to bring me up here. And I never chose to look the way I look. I never chose my life. He chose me, he created me. And I have to trust him. I can't trust nobody but God. Because he's my creator, he knows me. When people judge me, he will never judge me. Because he made me, he molded me, he shaped me. If I have a pain, I can cry to God because he understands exactly what I feel. If I'm struggling, then I can go to God because he understands me exactly what is going on. I can lean on, I can trust in him, I can cry to him, I can pray to him, I can call him, I can die in him. I'd rather die in the hand of the Lord than dying in the hand of anybody else. I'm safe in his hand. I am safe in the hand of the Lord. If I'm dying, it's fine. I'm dying in the hand of the Lord. If I'm struggling, yes, it's fine. Let me struggle in his hand. Because I didn't choose to be here. Because I didn't choose to be here, I've got to trust him. He will make a way where there is no way. That's God's business. Stop stressing, stop worrying about your life. You never chose to be here. The one who created you has the power. You breathe, not because you want to breathe. And you cannot hold your breath for 2 days or 3 days. It's just impossible. You breathe without control. You breathe without choice. You just breathe. So he knows. He's in control. So let him lead. Let him guide. Let him lead. Let him guide. Let him be your guide in your life. Let him be your pillar in life. Depend upon him, lean upon him. Whatsoever you learn on earth, please, don't substitute God. Don't let anything substitute the Creator. I don't need any proof. I don't need anything. I'm not created by no man. I'm created by God. And people say there is no God. If you're really thinking well, how do you exist and how do you breathe if there is no God? How do you sleep and wake up if there is no God? How does the day goes if there's no God? Who controls times when there is no God? Who controls events if there's no God? Who controls the light and the dark if there's no God? So there is no such a thing of there is no God. God is real. God is real. God is not a fantasy. God is not a statement. God is real. He's real. God is real. And those who trust in the Lord, they are strong. You are strong because you're trusting in reality. You are trusting in reality. God is the reality of life. That is what we should depend on. God, the Creator. God, the Master of all. God, the omniscient, omnipresent God. We must depend upon him. He's the only one who knows and understands us better than ourselves. You're not making a mistake trusting in God. You are making the right decision of your life. I sometimes wonder why people have no trust when it comes to God. They can believe a whole lot of things, but they have a problem believing in God. Somebody can believe in science and don't believe in God. Someone can believe in medicine and not believe in God. And my thing is that science, what's science? What's the cause of science? You see, nothing has power on its own except it's given power. Everything that exists because there is power that created it to existence. Deep in my soul, I believe God is alive. And I used to cry and to God and ask God, God, where are you? I'd never understood things in my life. I used to be very worried and very, very frustrated about life. Sometimes when I want something and it does not happen the way I want it, and I would ask God, where are you? Why do you allow this to happen to me? Why do you allow this to happen to my family? If you're God somewhere and you can hear me, why are you silent? Why are you not saying something? Give me a sign. Just give me a sign to say I'm here. Give me a sign to say I am God. Give me a sign to say I know what you go through. And I will cry and I pray and I say, God, I need you. I understand. I understand when people are hurting. I understand when people are bound with addiction. I know how painful it is when you're addicted to something that you don't know, you no longer want it. But you are now a slave. It's controlling you, it's taking your peace, it's taking your joy. I've lost my life. I am no longer in control of myself. I know how painful it is because I've been there. I've seen it, I've experienced it. But I want to tell you today, God is real. God is real. It's not a type. It's not a history that is made for us to believe God is real. Is real because God has shown himself to me. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing in this world that will make me believe that there is no God. With all my heart, with all my soul, with all my strength, I know God is real. And if you were doubting that God is real, I tell you, I put my life on the block. God is real. People would tell you about the Bible written by and whites and all these kind of things. But I tell you today, God is real. I don't know, in YouTube there we have, I cannot pronounce your name there because I don't understand the language there, but you say, yes, God is real, but the Christian God is not real, and I don't believe in him. Let me just help you and help myself too. There's a lot of people who says God is Jehovah. Others will say God is this, God is that, God is this. And the question is, have you ever seen God in your life? You know God through teachings. How do you know the teaching that you have been taught is real? When I say God is real, it's because God has showed himself to me. How do you measure reality? So if you say the God of the Christian, which God have you met? How does he look like? What did he say to you? Can you prove to through your life that you believe in a true God? Or do you speak a true God and not know a true God? Because your life must speak to us, not your mouth speaking to us. Your life must speak. Because if you have met God and you know God, then your life will speak. You will live like somebody who have seen God and had God and have God and experienced God. You would not speak, but you will live. There's a difference between speaking and living. We speak too much, but we do less. There's a lot of people who speak love, a lot, billions of people in the world, they speak love. But there are few out of all this billion who would live a life of love, who would live love, who would exercise love. But they can speak love, sweet words. So somebody talk about God who they themselves, they don't understand. You see, God is not a God who say, I'm a God of Christians and I'm a God of Muslims and I've got, there's no Muslims, there's no Judaism, there's no Islam, there's no Christianity, there's the people of God. These are the things which we created. God never said they're Christians. Man called another man Christians, a Muslim. These are things which we create ourselves. There's only one God, the creator of heaven and earth. These are the things that do what? Divide humanity. Someone will say, I'm a Muslim. Someone will say, I'm a Christian. Someone will say, I'm a Jew. Someone will say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. No, God never promote Christianity, Judaism, or Muslims and what? God promotes love. And there's only one thing that unites humanity is love. And if your Muslim belief produces love, then it's got God in it. But if it doesn't produce love and produce division, now you're calling yourself, I don't believe in the God of Christian. I believe in the God of this. Dividing yourself, making yourself better than other people, whereas you have nothing to really show. Show us the God that you believe in, who divides. No, it's good for you. You don't believe in heaven, you believe in hell. We merge from the same energy and merge into it. This is my belief. Let me tell you today, I believe in hell and I believe in heaven because I've seen heaven. So I don't care who says what. I've seen heaven. God has shown me heaven. So you don't believe it because you didn't see it. You don't believe it because you're told it's not there. You are told it's not there. Not because you have seen that it's not there. I believe it because I've seen it. God showed me heaven. I've seen it. I've got guarantee that there is heaven because I've seen it. For sure. So your belief and non-belief is based on ideology. Taught you of energy. You have turned it into a belief. And because of that, you are thinking you are holding on truth and reality. Shelby, thank you very much. Doing very well. Letabo, say, do you remember me? Yes, Letabo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, reality cannot be buried by our own thinking, doings. Reality will always show up. As I've said that it may take time, what's real will always show up. It's truth. God is real. It's real. God is real. And you know, when you start growing and becoming matured in the truth, you realize there's a whole lot of things that people have been taught are not correct. No, I am not dividing God, nor do I consider anyone greater or smaller than myself. I'm just saying that humans have described God in false ways and in their own ways. What is your way? If you say human has described God in false ways and in their ways, you are human too. So what is your description of God? And how do we know your description is true? Because you cannot talk about God and say others are wrong by saying their God is this. If you don't show your God, describe your God. Describe your God and show us who is your God and how does he look like. So that we can look at your God and the reality of your and your life too, and see whether you are telling the truth or not. I'm open to be challenged what I believe, because I don't think that a belief that is true and absolute can fear to be tested and to be tried. Anything that is honest and truth has its power to defend itself. You said yourself said that I have neither seen heaven nor hell. So how can I say that both do not exist? But where did you see it? Did you see it in universe? Did you see it in space? Spiritual things are deeper than the real human mind. I've seen heaven because I was taken in spirit and I was shown heaven. Yeah. And I tell you, if I can tell you where it's heaven, you may not understand it, because many people, they are taught, show heaven up in the sky where heaven is not. And there's some of these things that when we talk about them, they will make your mind mixed up. That's why I'm saying you are taught. There's a difference you being taught and something revealed to you by God himself. Letabo say, I feel like you are ignoring me. No, I'm not ignoring. I've not heard or seen your comment. Please forgive me. Yeah. Letabo in YouTube. Please forgive me. Don't be too harsh. I don't ignore your comment. You can tell me what is it that you wanted to say. I just did not see it. Nayan Atheism say only one thing. There must be a God you must believe. I only have one God and I know he exists. Okay. Who's your God? And say I need to talk to, I found a great friend in your live stream. Okay. Great friend. Thank you. Letabo say okay. Thank you, Letabo. Yeah. I understand. And Nayan Adits say, you remember me? Remind me. Remind me. And then he say he is Allah. Okay. He's Allah. He call him Allah. I call him Jesus. Yeah, I call him Jesus. because he revealed himself to me as Jesus. And I will not judge you. But to me, God revealed himself to me as Jesus. Yeah. I've met Jesus myself. That's why I believe that God is Jesus. Thank you. You say Jesus he's a prophet. Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Yeah. You can call him a prophet because he sees things, he's a seer. You call him teacher. They call him teacher. He never said, I'm not teacher. He said, yeah. Some they call him Lord. Yeah, some they call him prophet. You're not the first one to call him prophet. Jesus, they did call him prophet. And now some call him teacher. Yeah, some call him pastor. Some call him shepherd. Yeah. Say Muslim consider Jesus a prophet because they see him as a human being. Listen, they see him. You said it very well. They see him. I don't know why they see him as a human being, but I see Jesus as God. And you know what? I can be with Muslim in one room and we worship. I will worship the God that I know. But I will not condemn them because God is revealed. God reveals himself to us as human beings. I can't change people, but God is the one who changed. He revealed himself to me. Oh, God have mercy. Alitabo say, I'm coming back. I need to do something. Okay, Alitabo, you can enjoy yourself. Nayan say, okay, sir, but in our religious book, he's called a prophet. In your religious book, what is bigger than a book? It is the mind that wrote the book. Is the person who wrote the book. What is bigger than the book? You see, if I serve God, I must have a way of connecting with God. What about people who cannot read? What about people who cannot read? Which means they cannot see your God. They cannot connect with your God just because they cannot read. Is God dependent on education? He's bigger than the book. He's bigger than our language. He's bigger than our opinion. That is God. His language is not a written language. It's a spirit language that speaks to the spirit of man. God is not depending on a book to speak to us. God can speak to us at any time. Yep. So if people cannot read the Quran, God cannot speak to them. The holy book Quran was revealed by God himself. Yes, I don't disagree with you. But my point is that those who cannot read the Quran, they cannot hear God because they cannot read the Quran. Should they depend upon those who can read? And that's how God works. God revealed to me before I could even understand the Bible. God spoke to me before I could even read the Bible. And God never said to me, go in the Bible. You see, God speaks and demonstrates power. He's not dependent on a written word. Remember, the written word can be manipulated by man. We can manipulate the interpretation of words. We can manipulate the written words or the manner in which we write messages to people. Oh, God have mercy. Shilpi says, say, I found a very good friend by coming to your life. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, that's good, Shilpi. Bless the Lord of my soul and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. I bless the Lord. Yeah, trust in the Lord. I trust in the God who have revealed himself to me. I'm not trusting in a God that I've had people talk about him. I talk about a God who revealed himself, Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah. And people can talk about this and talk about that. My life speaks a volume. Yeah. Though I'm not perfect, I'm growing to perfection. Though I'm not yet there, but I'm growing to be there. And this is what I'm anticipating in my life. Every day I want to learn every single day to become. I don't want to limit myself, but I want to grow to become the best of who I am and what God has made me to be. Oh, bless the Lord, oh my soul. And all that is within me, bless his holy name. Life is a war. Life is a war. If your faith and your belief is not based in the truth, you'll always be shaken by what you hear and what you see. There's a lot going on in the world that if we're not grounded in the true belief, you will change like a chameleon, depending on who says what. Some things sound convincing, but they're not real. The Bible says the devil can transform himself to be an angel of light. He doesn't come to you as a liar. He comes to you as honest, as a true servant. He comes to you with sheep's clothing. He's a wolf. His mission is to destroy and kill. A hater does not come as a hater, he comes as a lover. You only realize later on that this man or this woman is a hater, full of hatred. But they came in the name of love. And that's how life is. People come in our life in the name of love, in the name of friendship, in the name of goodness. And later on you realize that this is a monster. Somebody who's full of hate, hating, pretending. That's why it's important for us to discern. So, yeah, that's life. Life. So we must be able to read. In spirit, you must be able to read the right and the wrong. Be able to see things that are hidden. Shilpi, say, okay, Shilpi. That's nice. Thank you for that, letting us know. Shilpi's got a friend. It's Akshay. All right, beautiful in YouTube. Thank you very much. We hope to have a good time and a great time when we come live. And yeah, we're learning every single day. Yeah, you know, when you learn, you grow, you improve, you become better. The best of yourself is in learning. The best of yourself is in learning. You can never be best if you don't learn. And most of the lessons that we learn from mistakes. Those are the great lessons that you'll never forget. You learn from your mistake. Don't use your mistake as a condemnation. Use your mistake as corrections. When you use them as correction, you inspire yourself. That's what the Bible says, a wise man falls 7 times, but he rises. What makes him rise is that he learns. But when you fall and you stay down there, you condemn yourself. You have been afraid to try. You're afraid to be embarrassed. You're afraid that people will talk about you. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them mock. But you do what is right. It may not feel right, but do right. It's not always when we do right, it feels right. Sometimes you can do right and feel wrong. But you know, through knowledge, you know it's right. But through feelings, you don't feel okay, but you do the right thing. It happens that way. Sometimes doing the right thing, you may feel a bit off. It doesn't mean that it's not the right thing. Feelings are not things that you can depend upon. Shilpa say, if I don't come to your life, please take care of Akshay, okay? Random boys, hello Shilpi. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a family here. Yeah, it's a family. So, surely, we need to understand these things. Reality will always come forth. Reality will always show up. Reality will always prove itself. Reality will always speak of itself. You can't hide it. So please do not let life and what happened to you in your life discourage you. Every day has its own challenges. And every day has its own opportunities. And live for the moment. Don't live in the past. Live in the moment. God is always on your side. You will fight your battles through. It may take time, but believe and trust God. Believe and trust God, you will see yourself succeeding in your life. It does not matter how long it takes, as long as you do it right. It may not feel right, but keep on doing right. We have a user, 78 28 47 87 0886 says, thank you so much. Oh, yeah, it's a language. Yeah, I think it's a thank you too or too much of power, something like that. So it's a language. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for that comment. Thank you for that message. Random boy say, where is Baloy today? I don't know. I really don't know where's Baloy, but I hope he's doing well. We hope he's okay. We pray for him that he be okay. Yeah, I think that will be great to hear from Baloy. It's a part of the family. It's a great pleasure to be with the brothers and sisters all over the world and enjoy ourselves and learning, because every day has its own challenge, and learning, it makes us better people. Yeah, this life is not easy. You sometimes want to hear what inspiration is there just to go along. Yeah. Okay, random boy say he's from Hayden Rabet. Okay. Haida Rabet. Where is that? Where is that in the world? Haida Rabet in YouTube. I've not heard the Haida Rabet. Shilpi say, I respect you a lot and will always do so. Thank you, Shilpi. Thank you, Shilpi. Love you too and respect you. Yeah, I always say that people who give others respect, they have respect. You can't give what you don't have. Thank you very much. Yeah. You know, I respect people who disrespect me because I have respect. I don't disrespect them because they disrespect me. I respect them even though they disrespect me because I have respect. I don't have disrespect, I have respect. Yeah, that's how it is. And you know how it is. When you have something, you can give because you have it. And people who don't have respect, sometimes we expect them to give respect. And how can they give something that they don't have? Yeah, it's a blessed day. It's a glorious day. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm enjoying to be live, and I'm enjoying to share the great message of salvation that inspires the soul. Yeah, reality will always show up. Reality speaks for itself. That is reality. Don't need no defense, don't need nothing, but reality will show up in the right time. So, yeah, don't condemn yourself. This life is a blessing. God created you with a purpose. God knows what you need. God knows where you need to be. God is in charge of your life, and you will see you through. Beautiful. With much love and much passion, let me love you. We still have tonight. By the grace of God, we'll meet tonight, God willingly, in the name of Jesus. May the Lord bless you. Love you. Have a beautiful day. Until we meet again. Shalom. Amen. Amen.